and gentlemen, welcome over here to the Dascar Valvoline Dirt Series, season number 4, 2017. Here on Ziggo Sports, we are back again. Race number 2 of 7 it is of this season, and we are at the Gorilla Snot Speedway. One of the worst names for one of the best racetrack. It's really exciting racetrack. There are pretty much many grooves you can run. That means that sooner or later you're gonna see 5, 6, 7 wide around this racetrack, and you never know which lane is going to be the fastest one. So we have run here before, just not in this series. So it's the first time that the Dirt Ringer series moves on to Gorilla Snot. So we welcome you guys over here at this great speedway. We're gonna go through the introduction pretty quickly. Don't have a whole lot to say. I did my 2 races, as I said, pretty much in race number 1 week ago. Passed them both, so my second year of study is completely finished, so that's good. And my vacation has officially started, and I've been working on a couple of things this vacation already. Martini Endurance Series signups have been completed. There's still one spot available for the wildcard. So if you fail to sign up, and there are a couple of drivers who are in this series who failed to sign up, I would recommend just getting in that series for one race via the wildcard. Works exactly the same as in this race, this series. So that's what I've been working on. Also painting some cars, made a new Acura template, currently busy with a new Hyundai Sonata template, maybe painting some more cars, and overall I'm just going to probably be doing just great racing and a whole lot of races we got coming, probably around 3 to 4 races per week. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Martini Endurance Series season starts this weekend as well, and Phillips Cup Series returns early next week with a Watkins Glen endurance race of 1 hour. Of course, nothing compared to the Martini Endurance Series, but still. Race number 1 of this season at Utica Rome Speedway was a great one. It was a great start to the season, with eventually a surprise winner, and it was James Pinter, and he couldn't believe it himself. Seriously, he came from nowhere to win the race, and a couple of drivers who were dominating that race eventually fell back. So great to see James Pinter win that race. Victory number 14 it was for him in Dascar competition. So this is great for him. Chaotic race, many drivers already retiring and crashing out big time, and we'll see how that will play out this race. The wildcard car is this time driven by, as we go to him, Gustav Odenberg. I hope I pronounced it right. Is part of Samet Oskam's team, so this will be Samet Oskam's entry for the number 87 car. So just to repeat, Samet Oskam will not be able to sign up another driver for the wildcard car this season. Everybody else who has no drivers or only one driver in the series can sign it up, a driver for the wildcard car. So it is still available for race number 3. So if you want to have pretty much one of your drivers, a new driver in the number 87 car for race number 3, go check it out below and comment. First come, first serve. So good luck with that, and hopefully we can keep this wildcard stuff going on. So again, same story for Martini Endurance Series, same deal is happening over there, so we'll see if this format is going to work out. Point standings, well, not really too interesting. Pretty much the same order as where everybody finished in previous race. So James Pinter, your points leader, in front of Seth Cole, who's in second. Third currently is James Shelley, and the 4th is Chris Dodd. 5th we got Logan Claudel, and in 6th is Nathan Ormond. 7th we got DJ Kirker. 8th is Ray Takeda. 9th is Zachary Fitzwater, and in 10th we got not England Lianshi, as she finished in 10th. Of course, wildcard car gets no points, so in 10th is currently the 42 of Daniel Bouchard, which is not Bouchard as I always say, but is Bouchard. So that was everything concerning the introduction. I always want to keep it a little bit shorter for this series, so we'll go to the front, and oh damn it, I forgot who was at the front. Okay, there we go. It was Julius Anderson, number 99 car, the Kellogg's entry, who is on the pole. And that means we're gonna get this 40 lapper in the books. Total distance is 300 miles. So that means there's 400 laps around this racetrack. 10%, it means 40 laps for this race. That's pace car, don't worry about it. Weird stuff happening always at this racetrack. Just like this start is going to be a little bit messy, and the number 99 car will probably have the advantage already. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Gorilla Snot Speedway, and the second race of the Dascar Valvoline Nürburgring Series is green. So, get ready for some great racing. Oh boy, that number 18 car of Angel Navarre went really wide. And there's already a couple of drivers going to the bottom, probably due to penalties, due to false start. Well, that's due to this racetrack, I would say, more or less. So we got the number 37 car now up front. Ray Takeda has taken over the lead in what will be her final season, as she's slowing down. Oh, I thought she was slowing down because of a pace car, but apparently just because of the racetrack. Third position currently number 2 car, Valentina Fernandez. She didn't really have a good race at Utica Rome, so far it's looking much better for her. And John Cittadino in the 80 car is right on their inside. Julie Zanderson falling back a little bit, but still we got that number 37 car up front. The number 80 of John Cittadino coming to the front though. Working his way to the front, just like the 09 car of Priya McShane. And a top 3 battle now, again, like we've seen many times at this racetrack, and this is pretty much what I mean. Like, oh, that 37 car got a little bit wide, and that allowed Priya McShane to go by, and even John Cittadino, who was coming with a full head of steam, got past and is going backwards a little bit. However, 42 car over here, Daniel Bouchard, is working his way to the front. Here comes John Cittadino with redemption on the 09 car, trying to get back that lead. Well, even though he never really got it anyways, because the 09 car came creeping through on the inside. So far, still so good. Man, these cars are really weird. The number 5 car we got over here, of course, we saw him on pit road, the Alexander Road it is. He is pretty far behind. I'm not sure exactly how much. He's 1 lap behind. He scored 1 lap behind. Due to an unplanned pit stop, probably a flat tire, but he's lucky to continue because I know somebody who has retired from a flat tire before, and that's the man you're looking at right now, John Cittadino. Daniel Bouchard has taken over the lead now in the 42 car, and we see Sander Koers in the 51 car working their way to the front, just like the 13 of Tommy Turbo. There's Julius Anderson trying to get his way back to the front again as teammate of John Cittadino. The 33 of Prudence Littlejohn also tries to go to the front. Daniel Bouchard still in the lead. And we got almost a quarter of the race in the books already without yellows. That is also going... Oh, damn it. I jinxed. Sorry. Damn it. Christ. I jinxed everybody. Sorry about that. I should have known. I should not talk about that. Anyways, the first caution of the day. Ooh, that was a close call. Race back to the line, but everybody is fine. Debbie Myers, she was the one who was involved in this deal. And pretty much where the caution started, at least what I believe. Is everybody... I'm not sure how this racetrack is with stacking on the caution. I think it's pretty bad. Most of the cars probably stop at some point. They will have to figure out this 3, 4, and 5 wide deal before we can get everybody organized. These guys are already organized, so that probably means that the caution came out somewhere when the leaders were entering turn number 1 or something. So I think everybody's fine. That means that Daniel Bouchard is your leader, and we're going to take a look at the replays of caution number 1 with Debbie Myers, who went around. So, it was teammates getting together. Debbie Myers in the 67 car and teammate Denise Steinauer in the number 77 car entering turn number 3 it is. And eventually Debbie Myers, I don't know, she will just run a little bit wide while the 77 car tries to cut it down to the low side. And eventually the 67 car goes into the wall. Ooh, close call. The 77 car saves it. But eventually, well, 67 car is around. Caution is not out yet, actually. That will probably come at this point or something. Yeah, pretty sure the caution is out now. Yes, indeed. So that was caution number 1. We're gonna get one more replay of this. Pretty much this is something, well, which is typical for this racetrack. Just 2 cars going into turn number whatever it is and getting together due to one driving a little bit too hot and the other one just trying to take it easy and cut it down low, and then the cars meet. So happens more often at this racetrack. Daniel Bouchard is your leader, and we're gonna bring you quickly back to the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with Daniel Bouchard in the 42 car as your leader. Bruce Littlejohn is in second with teammate John Stidino in third. Fourth, it's on the course in the 51. Fifth, we got Julius Anderson pole sitter. Sixth, we got the 09 of Priya McShane. Seventh, we got then the 16 of Hayati Yamazaki, suddenly working way to the front. Oh, that was a left car. Then 8th position is the 13 of Tommy Turbo. 9th, we got the 37 of Ray Takeda. And in 10th, we got the 22 of Logan Claudel. So that means both Japanese drivers are in the top 10. The green flag is out once again, and nobody's out to race yet. We got only that 5 car on the bottom, who is a lap down. Debbie Mars is still on the lead lap. But pretty much like we've seen more often, the lap cars are pretty quick over here. And when we got lap cars, all hell will break loose. It isn't as bad as we have only one lap car, though it was a pretty close call over there. But as you can see, Daniel Bouchard has already fallen back quite a big margin. And Bruce Littlejohn is now your leader, while Tristan Course tries to cut it down low for the lead, that is. Everybody mixing it up, going 3 wide, 4 wide, all over once again. And we got the 51 car up front now. So, good thing that nobody is out to race yet. So, 51 car up front. 5 car has been passed again, but will soon stir up the leaders once again, as the Alexander row will go by Prudence Littlejohn and probably take teammate of Prudence Littlejohn, John Stidino, with him. Oh, and probably will make a call and will make a move soon as well on that number 51 car. I thought for a moment that 5 car had the Dascar logo on the rear of the car, but probably not true. So anyway, it's on the course in the 51 car getting challenged from John Stidino. Did that bring out the caution? Well, we do have a caution. That did, of course. That did not bring out the caution. But the yellow is out once again. And oh, this is going to be messy. Oh boy. Oh, John Stidino luckily slows down in time. On the course may run into the back of him, but they all sort themselves out. But we got a big one over here. I'm not sure how big it is, but at least we see over here the number 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater indeed on pit lane. Oh, we got a whole lot of cars with damage now. What happened over here? Well, that's a big surprise. I don't know. Ooh, 12 of, who is that? Tord Larson, cutting through the field pretty much by everybody. I'm guessing that he was one of the cars that got spun around and eventually crossed the start-finish line while spinning around, and then of course he fell back, but he crossed the line, the caution line, in time, so that everybody, well, we'll have to let him go by. So this is your leader, John Stidino. It is. We got caution number 2 over at the Gorilla Snot Speedway. We're going to take a look at the replays. Well, I'm guessing that I was pretty much right. It was quite a big one. And it's, well, eventually took out, I don't know how many cars, but there were quite a lot of cars with damage. It all started over around the, well, just outside of the top 10. Tord Larson and the 37 of Ray Takeda. I remember Ray Takeda was in the top 10 actually. I think Ray Takeda will get squeezed a little bit into the 49 over there of Max Claudel. She will go into the wall. Now the 55 car nails the back of Tord Larson, 55 Benoit Terre Ravine. And Ray Takeda is already spun there. You can see the 40 car just going around, slamming into the 37. Oh, there's Zachary Fitzwater, hard hit into the 47 of Richard Johnson. And that's 3 cars with quite a lot of damage. It didn't even end here, because Tord Larson is another one who got hit, but we'll stay with these guys for a moment. I don't think they get hit more often, but still. So it was indeed a secondary incident. First off, let's go to Tord Larsen over here. He went around after getting hit by the 55 of Benoit Théravine. Now the question is, by who will he get hit again? I'm guessing the 71 car over there, bang, indeed, of Philip Goldberg. Now the 27 car is looking for a way by, cannot avoid the spinning number 12 car, big damage. The 15 car runs into it as well. And, well, there's big time damage as well to Joki Lehtinen in the 27 and the 15 of Arena McShane. There, Denise Steiner runs into the 4 car of Nathan Ormond. But I don't think, well, somebody else may have spun here as well. Oh my goodness. This is what I meant with, at one point, just everybody going around. I mean, like, there's so many drivers who spun around. And I will show you what happened between these guys, because 3 of the 4 drivers over here, I guess the 9 car was very lucky. 3 of the 4 drivers just spun out, and that was simply because, well, they lost control a little bit. As soon as they saw a crash, they panicked-ish, and that, well, caused them to crash out. There you see the 47, there's the 71 car, and the 27 car will hit in a few moments. Now, here is the number 87 car, and that is, of course Gustav Odenberg, the Wildcard. He spins around on his own, and DJ Kirker just joins him. Now, I don't think these guys have too much damage, if any at all. Don't think they even have any damage. But that is pretty much adds to the chaos over here. And we see many heavily damaged cars. We'll get to that right now, because we're going to get another camera angle over here, in which you can try to catch every single bit of this incident. It'll start, no, I actually want to have the spectator view. I think this is a pretty good one. So there, it all starts over here, and eventually it all adds up to this, and everybody goes around there. You can see cars spinning everywhere. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars I think went around. 7 or 8 cars I think were involved in this deal, so was a pretty big one over here. But luckily though, I think most of them will be able to continue, so that's good news. So, except for, I think the 59 car, maybe the 71 car of Philip Goldberg also has too much damage. But we'll see in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll go green flag racing with John Ciardino in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again, green, about to go, green, whatever. John Ciardino is in the lead with Sonnecourse in second. Third position we got Hayati Yamazaki. Fourth we got the 13 of Tommy Turbo. Fifth is Prudence Littlejohn in the 33. Sixth we got the 44 car of Aiden Shepard suddenly showing in the top 10. There's the 57 car of James Shelley. The 09 car is in 8th position, Priya McShane. 9th we got the 42 car of Daniel Bouchard. And in 10th we got the 2 car of Valentina Fernandez. Green flag is out, and I want to discuss with you who's out the race, because we lost 3 drivers in this deal. Joki Lehtinen has retired in 27, the 71 car of Philip Goldberg, and the 59 of Zachary Fitzwater. So Joki Lehtinen, big surprise over there. And here we can see, oh, we got a 3 wide situation again for third position, as the 16 car suddenly pushes it to the lead. Hayati Yamazaki, that's a big surprise. The 5 car goes a little bit wide. No harm, no foul though. And here's the 44 car working his way to the front. Aiden Shepard, and that's the fun thing about this series / this racetrack. Suddenly you can see drivers who were somewhere around 20th or 25th position, maybe even, work their way to the front, crack the top 10, and eventually crack the top 5 as well. Of course, Hayati Yamazaki has been up front for numerous laps already now. But the 44 car, Aiden Shepard, we didn't even mention him in previous green flag stint. So, big surprise that he's suddenly shown in second position. And guess what? He's going for the lead over here. Aiden Shepard in the 44 car, pulled to the inside, yellow's out once again. We've got a big stack up in turn number 1 it is. Oh, and that's Gustav Odenberg out of the race. The wild card is done. And we got craziness over here. What happened there? Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, they're fine. So okay, that's good. But what happened over there? I thought there was like a 3-wide situation. I don't know. Or I'm gonna have to take a look at the replays over there. Craziness. Somebody went in the 29 car was scored in 25. Okay, so he was probably in that big pack, which eventually all stacked into each other. And we see over here Retaker, we also saw the 57 of James Shelley. They were running in top 5 when everything probably went wrong around the 5th, 6th, 7th position or something. I don't know. At least Hayate Yamazaki is in the lead. It's the third time we had a different, or the third different leader we had under caution. So race is coming to an end. 3/4 of the race already in the book. So we'll see. Once again, it is caution number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the replays. So I just took a quick look at what happened there, coming to the line between the leaders. Apparently it was Hayate Yamazaki who ran a little bit wide in turn number 4. Then there was Aiden Shepard in 44 pulled it to the inside, but eventually 16 got a run on the outside again. And pretty much that was it, so not really worth showing anything. But if there would have been a finish, that would have been fantastic. So hopefully we're going to get one of those fantastic finishes again in this race. But first, let's take a look at caution number 3. It started over indeed as expected at the, well, somewhere near 10th position. James Shelley in a 52 car, well, gets wiped out there by the number 2 car of Valentina Fernandez. It was a little bit difficult situation. I know it's 4 wide they went. So eventually what happens, James Shelley goes around. At this point you already feel something coming. What happened after this, I don't know. Seriously, I haven't seen the replay. Ooh, Gustav Odenberg runs straight into the 57 car. Oh, and that's a hard hit. Driver's side from DJ Kirker in the 57. The 29 car also goes around Max Anderson. And that was a pretty big one. 2 hard hits for the number, what was it? Number, oh, I lost it. 57 car. 37 gets piled into this, then the 77 Denise Steinhauer runs into Ray Takeda, and there Debbie Mars ran into Denise Steinhauer, while the 48 car goes bouncing around. TJ Henley was also getting a little bit of a piece of that, and I think the 7 car was Scott Roush may have a tiny bit of damage as well, so pretty much they all stacked into each other at one point, and I think this would be possible to see with the spectator cam over here. So there we go. There you see indeed the 2 car went a little bit too hot, and eventually, oh, ouch, that was a hard one. Oh, and then the 87 car gets hit by, cannot tell who that is, a red car. I think it might have been the 17 car, I think, of Tommy Tang. So here it is. Yes, indeed, 17 of Tommy Tang ran into the 87 of Gustav Odenberg. So we're gonna give Gustav Odenberg a little bit of a salute over here, because of course this is his only race. He's the wildcard, so he's not going to return anymore this season. And unfortunately for him it didn't end well. So let's go onward with the 87 of Gustav Odenberg. See what he saw. 2 cars spinning around, chose the bottom, but no, not a really wise decision. Ouch. And she's not really liking that, as you can hear. Ooh, that's a sour sounding engine. So fortunately it's over for the wildcard entry, the sweet Gustav Odenberg. This is the 16, and that is your leader, Hayate Yamazaki. Thank you very much. So we're gonna go back to the green flag and hopefully the finish of this race. And so we are back again. We had 3 cars out to race. We have now 6 cars out to races. Both indeed Gustav Odenberg as announced. James Shelley and DJ Kirker have retired. Means we got 33 cars on the lead lap and 34 left in the race. Leader is Hayate Yamazaki with Aiden Shepard in second. Third we got the 80 of John Cedino. And fourth we got suddenly Max Claudel doing a great job over there. 5th we got, not this guy because he let down. 5th we got the 13 car of Tommy Turbo. 6th is Julius Anderson, pole sitter, working his way to the front again. 7th we got the 42 of Daniel Bouchard, who's been up front as well. 8th we got the 33, 9th, 10th, there we go. So we are in for a great finish of this race. We have crossed the 3/4 mark of this race, so yes, a short race. So tried to do it a little bit faster than, a little bit shorter than we had the previous race. So hopefully this race is gonna be somewhere under 30 minutes. But we got a 3-wide battle once again for the lead, and the 80 car of John Cittadino prevails. Hati Yamazaki will be in the high lane. That's pretty much where he likes it. It says she. That's something which I always had doubt, but anyway, Max Claudel on the 49 car now trying to pull it to the inside of John Cittadino, who's on the high lane. Ooh, and Sonic Course heartbreaker for her in the 51 car. Once again, bad luck strike when she's having a good run. And she's falling backwards for whatever reason. I gotta wonder, man, it almost looks like that 5 car really has Dascar logo. It says Row Life or something, I don't know what it says. It looked from a distance, it really looked like the Dascar logo, but I guess it's not. But the 5 car has been making it to the front though. Yo, whoa, close call over there. Fortunately, Alexander Rose a lap down, so Bruno's Lil Jon has worked her way to the lead. Now there's a lot possible in those final few laps at this racetrack, but this is a pretty solid lead for Bruno's Lil Jon. Can she pull it home? It's the first time she has been, well, I'm not sure if she's been in the Dascar or Valvoline Dirt Ringer series before, but at least one thing I know for sure, she really wanted to get a victory at the Utica Rome Speedway race. Of course, her home track didn't work out too well. Actually, it didn't work out well at all because she finished in around 30th position, 25th position. So, can she pull it home now? That's the question. The answer is, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. When we cross start finish line, we'll have 3 laps to go. Max Anderson is going to spoil the party a little bit for her. Here comes John Cittadino though, so it's a good thing that the teammate is right behind her and the caution is out. The caution is out, and I don't think we're gonna restart this race anymore. I don't think we're gonna restart this race anymore, and that means that Bruno's Lil Jon will probably win this race if she can bring it home, and teammate John Cittadino will finish the second. This could be the first ever 1-2 finish for the team of John Cittadino. And that will be absolutely amazing. What happened? TJ Henley was involved in a big one. Well, big damage to his car, as well as the 47 car of Richard Johnson. So I'm not sure what happened. Oh, Bruce Lil Jon has a little bit of damage. Or is this a glitch? I think this is just a glitch. So we'll see in a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, first off, we're gonna go quickly to the replays over. Then we'll be back for the finish of this race. So, caution number 4 it is. We're going to take a look at the replays. Just want to mention that the hood damage you saw on Bruce Lil Jon and John Cittadino a few moments ago and some others was just a glitch, so nothing wrong with those cars. Luckily for them. This is what brought out caution number 4. The 9 car of Chris Dodd went a little bit slow, I guess. And the 77 car of Denise Steiner will go into the back of him, and he was really slowing down, so I'm guessing that he had a bit of a problem. And that, well, turns around both cars. Now, the 77 car, oh, they slide down. Here comes TJ Henley, bang, straight into the rear of the 9 car. And there will be more cars spinning around. Nothing behind this, I guess. So, eventually there goes the, ooh, okay, and we'll get back to this. So TJ Henley was the first one. He hit the 9 of Chris Dodd right there. Just a slight hit, not too much damage I think on the 9 car, but the 08 car has quite a lot of damage. Here goes the 4 car eventually around, and the 47 car as well. Nathan Ormond, and that's a hit into the 08 of TJ Henley. So big time damage to the 08 car. I think the 4 will be fine. The 47 car maybe as well. Well, probably as well. And I think actually the 08 car will be pretty decent as well. So It was only a minor crash, but it was enough to bring out the caution and probably to end this race. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the finish of this race. See if Bruce Lil Jon can bring it home. Ladies and gentlemen, the white flag is out, and that means that Prudence Lil Jon will have to bring this car home as somebody is having issues, and that's the 13 of Tommy Turbo. Man, this race has gone south for CJ Racing in the final few laps of this race. First Chris Dodd crashing, and then the 13 car who was running in 6th position with engine issues out. But this is going to be a historical victory, ladies and gentlemen. A historical victory for John Cittadino and his team, because Prudence Lil Jon is going to win this race, and a 1-2 it is for John Cittadino's team. What a race. That's cool. That's awesome. Ha. After the big disappointment at Utica Road Speedway, the home track of John Cittadino and Prudence Lil Jon, luckily 1 week later they can bring it home with sweet, bittersweet revenge. A 1-2 for the team, and I'm not sure, it has not happened very often that a team gets a 1-2 finish in Dascar, at least not in one my series. There's 13 car who's having some issues, and oh boy, this is going to go crazy once again on pit road. Man, what is it with this series having crashes on pit road after the finish? I don't know. Ah boy. Well, there's John Cittadino. So let's take a look at your top 10. Here we can see the official standings, and Tommy Turbo indeed finishing 1 lap down. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, this racetrack is always a little bit weird with cars coming up pit road. Maybe, oh, we'll see. We'll see. I will check in a couple of moments. At least TJ Henley had also retired, unfortunately, for the 08 car, so that's a tough break for him. So let's take a look at your top 10. We got Prudence Lil Jon as your leader and winner indeed. First time victory, I guess, in the series for her. I don't know. Could be possible, but John Cittadino finishing a second, that's a big one. And a huge surprise in 3rd position, the 14 of Joshua Hyatt. Now, where did he come from? I have no clue, but he made it to 3rd place. Wow, that's impressive. Then 4th we got Max Claudel in the 49 car, also great job. Was there near the end when it mattered. And in 5th position we got Primoz Shane, who worked her way back to the front again after falling back a little bit. Sebastian Torres, that's another big surprise over there in the number 10 car. So great job by him, finishing in the top 10. Hayati Yamazaki fell back to 7th position, but I think he will be pretty satisfied with that. Just like Jordan Anderson, number 99 car though, I think the pole sitter would have hoped for a little bit more. Samet Askan, big surprise, he was in the 75 car, and he was in the back. When we looked at the back around lap number, what was it, 13 or 14, so we took a quick look in the back, and there was the 75 car. And he managed to get a top 10, that's impressive. And Jane Pinter goes for his 2nd top 10 finish in a row. That's good for him. So, that was a very chaotic race. Looking at your top 10 from previous race, that means top 10 in points of course, Jane Pinter discussed, he finished in 10th. The 00 car in 18th, not a top 10. The 57 car of indeed James Shelley retired. The number 9 car of Chris Dodd had issued 28th. The 22 car of Logan Claudel 20th, not too great. The 4 car of Nathan Orman 29th. The 48 car of DJ Kirk retired. The 37 car of Ray Takeda, where is Ray Takeda? In 17th. The 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater Sr. retired, and the 87 car Wildcard. So it means 42 car was the 10th in points. Where is the 42? In 11th. So that's a big one. So Jane Pinter is the only driver who finished both races in the top 10 now. So this is going to shuffle points around a whole lot. That's cool. So I really like that. We got a real championship in the hand over here, and that means we're gonna have some very exciting shuffles. And when we go to race number 3, ladies and gentlemen, that's a new racetrack for me. Oswego Speedway. I've never been there. Of course, I did a lot of testing, so big unknowns at the racetrack. Hopefully it's going to be a good race, and we'll see what that will bring us. It's a 320 miler. That means it's 20 miles longer than this race. I'm not sure how many laps it will be. So it's going to be an exciting race. Pretty sure of that. I hope you guys are ready for that, and that means that I will see you in that race. Oh, I should take a look at quickly at something. Okay, so pretty much these standings are now official. I want to take a quick look at where Tommy Turbo eventually ended up, but he didn't cross the line, so he's 1 lap down, scored 1 lap down, which is pretty fair. So unfortunately, 32nd position, and he didn't even make it back to his pit stall. That's why he stalled on pit lane, and that's why all hell broke loose on pit lane after the finish. So that's eventually what happened. So these standings are now 100% official, and that means that probably Jane Pinter will be the points leader when we head to the next race. And that means that I want to thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. If you are in the Martini Endurance Series, I will see you this weekend. If you're in the Philips Cup Series as well, I'll see you early next week. But this race will probably be, third race will be somewhere midweek next week. I'm going to Düsseldorf Airport and Cologne Bonn Airport on Friday and Saturday next week, so I will not be there. And so probably this race will be before that. So for now, thank you very much for watching. It was a great race, and hopefully I will see you then back next time with the Dascar Valvoline Dirt Racing Series Season number 4 2017 here on Ziggo Sports.